One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap UCLA ready to roll. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan State Spartans. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the first possession of the game. This wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10.
Another first down.
The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Martin back to pass. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Michigan State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man all by himself. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in...
Off he goes! Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl, perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They're bringing heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Got his man in the middle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Carter. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I'll tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
He's got him wide open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quarterback checking off. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple of years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The Bruins in the hurry up. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's wrestled to the ground. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty. Lining up to add another.
Number 26 in the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt.
Michigan State 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's hard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum.
Running toward the tape. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Caught close to the marker. It's Sturdivant. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Hey, listen. Listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Now on first down from the 28. Martin back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, UCLA.
Now on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harden. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, in the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Makes the catch. It's Harden. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
It's a great punt. Obviously, it gives him some time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for room. It's Harden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. He's got space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bruins are flying down the field.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in flat right there. He slips him out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Makes his connection. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Fighting off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
21, Michigan State 10.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Martin will throw it. He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This guy is officially a problem. The 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He'll run it again. Breaks the tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Takes a handoff. It's Harden. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Coming after it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today.
Buys a little time.
It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Martin back to pass. He's got his man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the game.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Powers forward. Touchdown, UCLA! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return up.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a...